Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Ashley here with Tolton Art. Today we've got something super cool. You're gonna spend the entire week with me and all we're gonna do is paint portraits. Why, you may ask? Because painting people is not my strength. And what do you do when it's not your strength? You drill it like crazy until you get a better feel and understanding of everything. So I have a bunch, like if you look over this way, which you can't, I have so many printouts of portraits because I have just been like gathering a bunch. Definitely more than a week, but we're just gonna see what we get done in a week. I'm trying to get one done a day, but if that doesn't happen, I'm doing my best. I would rather make sure that I'm like doing the exercise properly. But some of these are master copies. If you see any Cowboy ones, those are all master copies based off of a Mark Maggiore painting. So it's not mine. It's not my original artwork. I'm not trying to claim that it is. Those ones won't be for sale. Other ones will be, but I just wanted to give a little disclaimer so no one comes at me, because I love and respect Mark so much, but I'm using him to kind of help me study some things. With that, let's dive right on in and get some portraits done. So to start us off, we have this lovely portrait. I did start it before I was able to record, so you're just kind of seeing a little bit of the tail end of it, but there's still a lot that goes on. So here I'm working on the shirt and focusing mainly on values. So not going too dark with the darks, not going too light either, making sure all the colors are right. We're flying through this pretty quickly, but I'm really just experimenting. This is my first one, so I don't really know what to expect. I don't really know time-wise what it's gonna feel like. I'm not that experienced with people, so this was just to play. And honestly, I was so happy with how this one turned out. Like the amount of depth that I got in certain areas, and overall, I was just really, really pleased that this was my first one done. Yesterday, I thought I finished this painting. I had a funny feeling that after I stepped away and took a photo and then went back, I would see some things. I saw some things. So while it's still wet today, I'm going to do some just like last minute little adjustments to a few things. Don't look at this one. I just did the underpainting the other day and like it looks like a vampire. She's not supposed to look like a vampire. So I'm just gonna cover this up for now, but we are gonna work on it today. Okay, now I have it actually focusing on me. Sorry. Minor adjustments, but yeah, it's gorgeous outside. I am absolutely in love with this sunshine and warm summer. I feel like it's finally here. So let's get to painting. This one ended up not really being one of my favorites. It was a really good learning opportunity, but I didn't really like the end result, so I ended up not showing you necessarily the final kind of reveal, but it was a good learning opportunity. It was very strange, kind of intense lighting, and we jump right into the next one because this one's way cooler. So we have this awesome Cowboy one, again, another Mark Maggiore, and I'm taking what I've learned from the past ones and really focusing on putting down the right color first, and obviously having a little bit of a dance party because why not? And I know what song was playing while this was going on, and I was having a lot of fun. But I'm putting in the darks first. I'm kind of working section by section and color group by color group. I've found that that was really helping me tackle and organize the whole piece so I could get it done in a good time. And this is probably my favorite out of all of them. I'll just ruin that for you already. This is by far my favorite one out of all of them. And because of that, I wanted to try another Cowboy one. This one proved to be quite a bit more challenging. So it actually took me 2 days to finish because this face was quite a bit more complex feeling for whatever reason. And I really, even though I wanted to get it done in 1 day, I wanted to do a good job more. And so I decided to just take the time that I needed. Still pushing to try to get it done in a good time frame, but again, really just focusing on color and value and putting those down in the right area in order to convey shape to everything. And of course, I love this one. I'm super happy with it. There's a few things I see I could have done differently, but overall, very, very pleased. And it was a really good learning opportunity. Another spoiler, this is probably my least favorite of them all. And the reason that was the case, I think, was because I was really lazy about putting the first layer of color down. And in doing that, it just made it really hard to get what I wanted later on in the painting. You can see I'm going over darker again. And it just kind of made the whole painting more tedious than it had to be. And so lesson learned, and I take this on in future ones. Okay, I think we're done for today. It's been a long day. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably not that late. Oh, it's not that late. But I just focused for, what would that be, 5 hours straight? That's a lot of focus. That's a lot of intense focus. Welcome back. It's another day with portraits. So without further ado, let's get to it and get to painting. This one was another one that ended up being one of my absolute favorites. It was way more detailed than I originally gave it credit, but I learned so much from that last painting. I was so frustrated with how flat the previous portrait was that I just made myself focus so hard, and I put way more effort into color mixing up front and just really thinking about those halftones to give things shape and keep my values compressed. And I was just way more focused, and it shows because the end result was phenomenal, and I'm so happy with how this one turned out. It probably was the one that took the longest of them all, but in a lot of ways it was worth it because, I mean, man, that helmet looks so awesome, and the depth in her neck and just everything. I'm really happy with the colors and everything that I demonstrated in this portrait. This took quite a bit longer than I was expecting it to, but that's fine. That's the point of this exercise. I'm really stoked with how it turned out, though. I took way more time placing colors right the first time around and really focusing on value, which is what I felt was missing in the last portrait. So super happy with it. And yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow's. I will catch you tomorrow. So now we're heading into the last painting. Again, I start with the hat just because it's easy. It kind of gets me into the flow. And I then like to do the face because the face scares me the most. That's like what I'm most intimidated by. But it's also the one thing that I want to practice the most is human faces. So I try to tackle that first just to make sure it's done and I can spend the whatever amount of time I need to on it. And then I go in chunks and I'm just laying in shadows first and then being really conscientious of local color and these halftones and using the paint that's on the canvas to kind of mix and make those halftones to give it depth, but just working slowly, being really conscientious of color, and then kind of as I get towards the bottom I put way less effort into it just so that I can finish. But this is what we have. I love it. And I did it in one day, which is crazy. I can't believe that. Honestly, I'm really happy with the face. I definitely put more effort into that aspect of it. And the hat, because that's kind of the whole point of this, is to make sure that I'm doing people right. All right, everyone, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you loved spending a week painting portraits with me. I know I did. It was an awesome learning experience. I have a few more that I have drawn up that I'm gonna finish just because I'm having a lot of fun practicing and just kind of putting the effort into people again. So if you're interested in any of the artwork that you see, other than the Mark Maggiore ones, those are all available through my website, which can be found in the description box below. If you got anything out of this video, please like and subscribe if you're not already. And as always, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.